Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stephanie with Fun Budgets, and today we are a hot mess apparently. So today is going to be a pretty quick, like you're gonna just do everything with me kind of video day. I have been all over the place today, been super busy, and I am about to leave very soon to go to the field to go with Danny. My daughter, I gotta go take her to soccer, and life has just been lifing today, okay? So anyways, by the way, anyone that was asking about this tracker right here for the cash envelopes breakdown, it's finally available on my Etsy shop. Yay! So go check it out if you guys want to download the PDF. 1 second, hold on. So if you guys hear like a lot of like rustling around the house, everyone is home and the animals have been crazy today, and just we're moving around bedrooms, and we just got so much going on that it's crazy. So today's not going to be my normal stuffing that I would normally like be able to do, because I genuinely can't. This week's pay was much less than usual. Also, I paid more towards one of my bills than what I was originally going to do. I decided not to worry about going to the bank or doing any of those kind of things, because usually what I would do is I would use for my sinking funds, I usually use any scrap money that we've gotten, or say for instance, like if somebody worked more and we had extra or whatever, we might throw a little bit towards that. But usually my sinking funds are usually mainly scrapping. And this week we did not get any scrap metal at all. So next week we are expected to have some coming in, so that's good. So this is going to be very minimal, because what I'm doing this time is I'm not cashing. I'm only going to be stuffing about $20 in my cash envelopes, because I've done everything on a fast delivery today. Like I said, today's just been total crazy lifing. And also had a horrible migraine today, like really bad. It really knocked me out. It hurt. But anyways, we're past that, feeling much better, trying to make the best that we can, and we're going to do the best that we can. So, what we're going to do is I'm going to have you guys go ahead and just plan with me. Today is the 12th, 25. So normally I would have food, but we are not putting anything into food, because I literally did a grocery order. I did two actually today. I did Sam's Club and I did Walmart. I have 2 birthdays coming up next week that I am literally making dinner and dessert for. So yeah, I went ahead and I grabbed everything now. I wanted to be prepared, and I didn't want to do any unnecessary spending. So I went ahead and made sure that I just spent whatever I'm going to spend on groceries. And I think I spent over $350 this time on food, and just decided we're just doing that, and it'll keep us from eating out if there's no extra money in the account, right? So gas, that one is getting $20. That's the one that I'm going to be putting some in, because I'm filling up my tank. Yes, like I'm filling up my tank, but I have somewhere that we might be going this weekend, and if so, then I might need extra gas come the end of the week next week. Or that can be like a oh shit fun, like, oh, I really have to go and grab milk at the store, or you know what I mean, that kind of thing. So normally I would do household, but we're doing 0, and I would normally do pets, but I ordered everything online, so 0. And then also pretty soon we are going to be starting to put into spending, and that's 0. So we're just going to be doing $20 in our cash envelope today. So now this is the part where I have not planned. I actually have not planned. So this money was actually leftover money from my cash envelopes from last week. So whatever is here, that is what we are going to be cash stuffing. So we know that 20 of it is already going to be used over here in our cash envelopes. So let's see how much we have to go. So 20 and then 40, 60, what? 20, 40, 60, 75, 80, 85, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94. So we have $94 to put away. So total, we have $94 that we're stuffing today. I know that that's very low, and you know, some people might be like, gosh, that's all you're stuffing. Yeah, that's all that I can. Sometimes when you're on a debt payoff journey, it's going to be super low because my priority is, you know, paying off debt and then staying consistent with my bills. And if the math is not wanting to math that month, because that can happen a lot for me, then sometimes I have to, you know, cut back, and sinking funds is my least priority whenever it comes down to that. So we do the most important things first. So emergency. Hold on one second. Let me grab my binder. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that I have out my binder of what we're doing. So emergency, and then we have medical, and we have dental, and we have pets, and then that's it for that one. And then in here we have our debt one. We're going to be starting a new challenge for our debt. And then we have Danielle, my daughter. And then we have school, like for back to school stuff, all about Danielle. A new tracker, a new challenge that we're going to be doing, and then devices. And this is to pay off current devices that we are paying on to get them gone. So let's see, how should we do this? Let's think. This is real life, guys. This is what I'm doing today, and I'm just bringing you along with me. So don't judge the way that I plan things, but since we're only dealing with this little amount, I just gotta see like where things make the most sense, you know? So I think what we should definitely do is start putting more into our emergency fund. So let's do $20, because we do need to start bulking that up, seriously. I just was thinking about how much we need to do with the emergency fund, and I know I haven't been putting a lot in it, and I don't know. One of my tires, the sensor keeps going off, and it's because it just randomly keeps on losing a little bit of air, which doesn't make sense because they're all newer tires, but I don't know. Something's just telling me that I really need to start bulking up that emergency fund. So here we are trying to do the best that we can. This $4, I'm going to go ahead and just put that into medical is what I'm going to do. So $4 in medical. We're not going to do anything in dental right now because we are, really low right now, but it's okay. Our bills are paid. That is what matters. And then the debt, we're going to go ahead and do $20 in debt because that's like the most important thing in my life right now. And let's go ahead and for Danielle, we are doing $5 for her regular week, and then $5 for her. I'll explain whenever I get there. And then school, let's go ahead and do, let's do 5 for the school, and then let's do 10 for, sorry, not 10, 15. I lied. let's do 15 for the devices because that is very important as well. I want to get that done. So $5, of course, is not going to be counted on here, but that is because that goes to Danielle every single week. And I don't worry about, of course, putting on the tracker because that's her own personal cash that she gets every single week. Now, Danielle is actually not getting it this week. She is not allowed to. She did not do her homework like she was supposed to. And there was a lot of miscommunication, and the teacher said that she was talking in class. And she knows that if she does not do those things, then she does not get it. But we are going to still continue saving it, so then that way it'll be ready for next week. So $20. I know it says groceries, but this is the, like if I need gas, or I just like to have some form of cash of something. Even though we have food, we have our gas, we have literally everything that we need in life, but I just feel like it's best to keep something on hand, for, you know, you just never know, really. So, all right, let's go ahead and do this real quick. I don't have my cash, thing out. I'm so bad at that, guys. Like, sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. Sorry, I'm not the best, like, cash stuffer here, that's for sure. Nor do I want to be. I am just me, and today has been a day. A good day, though. Like, not a bad day. It's been a good day. It's just been a crazy, hectic, busy day. So I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. It's just life's been life in today. So anyway, so for my cash savings, we're doing $20. And if anyone likes my trackers, they are available on my shop. And I did change it to where you do not have to buy the entire set. You can buy them individually. So you can go on there and go check them out if you like to. So we're going to do $20. So if you don't know how to do these, my stickers custom fit the different sizes that we have here. So like for the big ones, the big 100s, you would use the bigger stickers. For the 50s, you would use the next one down. For the 20s, you would use this one. And then on your way down, well, sorry, that one's 25. No, this one's 25. And then this one is 20 then. So we're going to go ahead and put, no, because those are 50s. So then that's the 25s. So then this one is the 20s. So the green ones are the 20s. Sorry, I'm really sleepy too. That does not help my situation. But anyways, so we're going to put our 20 and then let's go ahead and add $20 to this. I wanted to do such a, you know, like so much more, but guys, sometimes you just really can't. And my husband, well, we have scrap, okay? We have scrap. We could go and make some scrap money, but my husband's the only one that can pull the trailer and do all of those things. So unfortunately, he's literally working all week this week, 12-hour shifts. So by the time that he gets off, they're already closed and they're done. So there's nothing that we can like do about it this week. But next week we should be able to get some scrap done. But anyway, so we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 10, 20, 30, 45. So 145. This is correct. Okay. 145. I want to write that down because I've been keeping track on my little trackers over here. So $145. And then for medical, we're only going to put in the $4. $4. Wait, is that backwards? Yeah, that's gonna drive me crazy if I do that. Gotta turn it around, Stephanie, turn it around. Alright, so 20, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64. So $64. I'm just continuing putting whatever I can in there. I got a lot of medical stuff going on. A lot of medical bills going on. So we have, I said 61, right, guys? Sure I did. All right, so dental, there should only be like $10. Yes, so there's only $10 in dental. So let's put 10. I really need to start bulking that up because I need to go for a cleaning, and I'm pretty sure they're going to say, you need to do a filling too. I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, so there goes that binder. And let's see. Here's my debt ones. So we're going to start a new tracker. This one is for $800. I love this one. Look how beautiful she is. She's so cute. So what am I putting in here? I'm putting $20. So let's go ahead and set her up. Oh man, I really got to get out of here. That's the only thing that I don't like about, so my husband used to get paid on Thursdays, and everything would be like you would get paid earlier and sometimes, and anyways, whatever. His company now was bought out by a different company, and all because of that, now we get paid on Fridays now. I hate that. I enjoyed it happening on Thursdays because then that way we can go ahead and take like my daughter to all the things and not have to worry about doing bills on Fridays, and it was on Thursdays. Like, it worked out. But of course, now it doesn't work out. All right, so we're gonna do a 20. So let's go ahead and we would use the smallest one. And let's put it on the top one up here. So these little ones have like little different flowers and like butterflies and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and add $20 to it. Ah, my bad. I'm just bumping into you, you know. All right, so $20. So this one is going to be towards whatever next debt I decide to do. This is just a fun way for me to pay off some of our debts. And like I said, these are not planned for. These are usually all nothing but sinking, like not sinking funds, but it's literally just money that we get extra. I do not scrap money. I do not put on our income. We do not put that towards our income. We never know what it's going to be. And so we use it in areas like this to help out with the debt randomly and everything else randomly. So that's why I do it. I'm doing it literally for fun, just to help me save. Danny, she's going to have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So the reason why Danny gets half of her money in here and half of her money for that week is because she gets usually $5. Like I said earlier, she usually gets $5 in cash every week, every Sunday. So she gets it on Sundays, and that's only if she has completed everything that she's supposed to do throughout the week and all of her homework without any trouble. That's the thing, is without any trouble. And she was doing great, except for this past week. We ran into some troubles. So that's okay. Hopefully next week will be much better. And she will get that next week, but I'm going to continue going ahead and staying ahead while I can. Why not? But anyways, so we have already completed our very first challenge, and there's the money for that, and we're going to start a new one. So this one is my back to school challenges, and this one's for $75. Hold on one second. My bad. We're about to run out of space. Oh no, I'm about to run out of space. I really have got to clear out this phone, guys. I gotta do it. I have other plans that I need to finish whenever it comes down to like pictures on this phone and the Verizon cloud thing. I gotta cancel that. Like I got a lot to do. Better get with it, Stephanie. All right, hold on. Let me delete some footage. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Now we are back in order. Sorry about that. All right, so today we are doing $5. Well, we already did $5 in Danielle, so that makes it $25 now. So now for school, we're only gonna do a little $5 one. Let's do this. I like this one. So cute. All right, so then you're gonna put your little apple on there, and then we just did $5. Now I talked to Danny about what did she want to do, so we're adding $5 about her fundraiser. She has they're selling bracelets for a fundraiser, things like that, and she didn't seem very interested in doing it. So next week sometime I think we're gonna take out $10 and just do 2 bracelets, because they also I think have fall festivals coming up, and we're gonna need to, you know, that also does fundraising for the school as well. So it's probably gonna have to go some towards that as well. So, but that's okay. That's what this is for. This is what we're using it for, is anything school related, fall festival, any kind of fundraisers that come up, all the things at the end of the year, stuff like that. So as of right now, we should have $55 in here then. So 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, $55. So yay, $55 now. I'm so happy that we started that. I started it in January and we're already up to $55. That's awesome. That's great. I'm very proud of that. I mean, to other people that may not sound like anything, but we literally started from scratch at the beginning of July. So that's a big thing for me and my family. So okay, here we go. So for this challenge, we're going to be doing $15. So let's go ahead and do a 10 and let's do a 5. So 5 is the smallest little baby here. All right, so let's put it on a 5, and then let's go ahead and put this blue one on a 10. Let's do it up here, right there. And then let's go ahead and put 15. So $140 is what we should be at now. So 15. One day, like, I cannot wait to get like further along, like in the savings journey and all that or whatever, to do like a cash like condensing and stuff. Oh, I love watching those videos. They're so nice. Cannot wait to get to that moment like in life to where I'll be able to do that. But like doing a cash like condensing with things like this doesn't really make any sense to me. It's my own personal thing. I'm not saving this. Like, I'm not going to be keeping this in here. I'm not going to be putting it into a bank account to save it. I'm not going to, none of those things. This is strictly just to pay off the current devices that we have going on. And then we will take whatever's left from it and roll it over to the next challenge that's then going to do the next devices and pay them off. So this is for 2 devices, the 2 cheapest ones. We're going to be definitely bulking this up as much as possible this month, because we just finished our care credit, just got done paying that, and that was $600. So happy that we finished that. So this is going to be the next main top priority, and then the debt one is going to be the next priority. So if y'all are wondering what I'm doing, if you're new here, that's what I'm doing. So 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 100, 105, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So $140. So this one is to save $400. And if we happen to get it done this month, which would be really cool, that'd be really awesome, because then that would definitely be 3 debts paid off this month. And then we would have some to roll over to the next one. That would be really cool. I really hope that that would happen. I would be so excited for that, honestly. Alrighty guys, and I didn't write the total right here, but I have got to get out of here. So go check out the shop if you want this paycheck envelopes breakdown. I have a lot more stuff coming up. I'm just dealing with my house right now. After my house, you guys are going to see a lot more things coming out. But I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye.